prophesied that that would happen. All right. This is Revelation, the 2nd chapter, in the 10th verse. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Yeah, and that's the so-called white man going to, take certain of us and cast us into those prisons. And those prisons, again, is those concentration camps. All right? It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And that 10 days is only dealing with a period of time. All right? Certain period of time. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Yeah, so the Lord say, hold fast that faith, even to the point where you face with death. All right, they might attempt to torture you, or they can have your head in the guillotine, which, by the way, they got these new high efficient guillotines, man. And they have these guillotines. They've been making these guillotines at a fast rate. And that's for to fulfill the scriptures, because the Lord also said, I believe that's in, I think that's in Isaiah. I forget exactly where it's at, but the Lord said you're going to bow down to the slaughter. All right, that's dealing with those guillotines. But anyway, Yahushua said, be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Meaning at the very moment they put your head in the guillotine, you remain faithful. Then guess what? When that guillotine is about to come down, the Lord can deliver you right from that moment. See? Just like he delivered Daniel out of that lion's den, man. You got to remember those scriptures. That's why the scriptures is known as the comforter. Matter of fact, let me get something, the book of Psalms. What's that? Psalms 124. This is Psalms 124. It started, started at verse 2. It says, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Yeah, and again, the scriptures tell you the devil is going to come down with great wrath. It's speaking about when the so-called white man come down on us, man. All right? But this is from the perspective of the elect, because that devil is going to come down upon us as well. See? Verse 4, then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Yeah, and that's dealing with what? Those storm troops. Those stormtroopers, man. Those martial law troops. When they come in, they're going to overwhelm us. They're going to overwhelm all of us, man. They're going to come in like a flood. That's why the scriptures say the proud waters. That's dealing with Esau. Matter of fact, let me get something real quick to support that. All right, this is Isaiah 59th chapter. In the 19th verse, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. See, dealing with martial law. The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, meaning what? The Lord is going to make a way for us to escape. And when you go into the definition of that word for standard right there, it literally means to escape. See? So going back here, Psalms 124. And 5, then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. Yes, when a bird escapes from a snare, is at a split second. It's dramatic. See? It's dramatic, man. Because a bird, you got to remember, a bird, only thing he have is his wings. He don't have the ability to use his hands and pick a lock. So in order for a bird to escape, he had to fly away right at the same second that snare is about to drop on. And that's how the Lord is going to deliver us, man. It's going to be in a spectacular, dramatic fashion. See, again, it says, our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. See, our help is in the name of the Lord. See, that shows you that that name is important, man. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. Yeah, so we don't care about you damn devils. All right. We trust in the one that actually made heavens and earth. See? So, that's pretty much it. I have one scripture I wanted to get. You know what? Let me see if I can get it. I think it's Acts 16. Yeah, this is an example of the Lord delivering his men from confinement. Okay? It's dealing with Paul and Silas. Let me get that real quick. This is Acts 16 and verse 24. Who having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. Yeah, so Paul and Silas was thrown into a prison and their feet was in the stocks. And stocks is like wooden devices that lock your feet in, like shackles, So they was securely locked in prison. Verse 25, and at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto the Most High, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loose. See? So guess what? The Lord created an earthquake, so much so to where it shook loose the shackles from off their feet. So you have to understand stories like this, and this is what's going to get you through, man. All right? Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Wisdom and knowledge of what? Of that story we just read, as well as many other stories where the Lord delivered his men. And strength for salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right? This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. And we just read a story that was written aforetime, and that was written for our comfort right there. That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. Yeah, so in that day we locked down, they round us up, we're going to have hope because we're going to remember stories like the one I just read. See, I just wanted to touch on that, Lord willing. It was edifying. Till the next time I say shalom.